Let's book this one.
Okay, we're live. So
Call the meeting order.
Trevor Bundy
Here.
Chaz Foster
Here.
Riley Amundson
Here.
Toby Jensen's gone. Julia Lyon,
Here.
Joel Holscher,
Here.
Diane Neschheim.
Before we start, I'm going to make an amend to the change to the agenda on item 7, line K, transfer of funds to Reliant Bank account. So just making that amendment change. We have the other agenda. Okay. Start with public time. Mr. Wilson, you want to introduce yourself at all?
Sure. Yeah. My name's Eric Manthe, and I'm the newest writer for the Minnehaha Messenger. So once in a while, I'm sure I'll make it out here to sit in some of these. But for this first one, my editor thought it'd be a good idea to come in and introduce myself. So nice to meet everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks
for coming.
coming out.
I'm Dawn. I'm here for the variance for my fence.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Placinski. It'll be Mike Merlo too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get when we get there.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, Bill.
I'm here at doctor's office. They're throwing all their snow over and they got my trailer in so bad. Now I got to get over to the payloader to get it out. They just keep throwing their snow over and they threw it underneath the head of my wheels all the way up to the frame. And now they're throwing it over on top of the trailer and all the way from the back of the lot all the way to the front. So I can't back under it either. If I get back under, I can't get it out. I went over and talked to her, told her to quit it. My property, I want you to stay off it. She started arguing. I just went and called the sheriff. He come out. He told me it's your problem.
That'd be a civil issue.
Huh?
That'd be a civil issue. That wouldn't be a city issue.
He said it is a city issue.
No, it wouldn't be a city.
Said the city is control of that.
Controls what?
Sheriff.
We
He
don't
went and
control
called
the
his
sheriff.
boss and he said that is the city. There's ordinances in the city that's supposed to enforce them, not me.
What are we enforcing?
Well,
Well,
it's
I
gotta
mean-
be stopped.
I mean, I was right behind you when you started yelling at him.
Huh?
I was there when you started yelling at him.
Yeah, I already
The
told
thing
her to
is,
quit.
they didn't. It wasn't that much snow, and they were.
I don't care if it's two inches, but they put it under the trailer so I can't get my trailer out the first time. And then the second time they filled it all the way up.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's the only time I've ever talked to her. But I want this in the minutes. I was in here about this.
okay, it'll be in the minutes.
You're
I
not,
talked to her,
you
look,
said
I've
you're
already-
not gonna do nothing then.
I talked to our lawyer about it already because we stopped in and talked to Seth, and Seth let me know. So I talked to Patrick, our lawyer, about it, and he says it's 100% a civic issue.
Then I have to get a lawyer to go after the city, I guess,
For what? though?
for not enforcing ordinance.
What ordinance?
You can't just take and dump stuff in everybody's yard. I can't take my garbage and bring it over and dump it in your yard and get by with it.
But I mean, Bill, you got to be a little bit accommodating with what the amount of snow that they got. I mean, it's time to
They
be a
didn't
little
have
bit
no reason
neighborly.
to move that snow.
It's time to be a little bit neighborly. on
No,
that
it
one.
ain't. They have no reason to move that. There's no reason to be on that side of the house.
They had to get to their door.
They got doors for both ends.
All right, I'm just
There's
saying,
no door on that side.
I'm just saying, with what the amount of snow that we had in this deal, I
Yeah.
think you need to be a little bit more accommodating and understanding. I highly doubt you're gonna pull that trailer out at
Huh?
that time.
I don't know if I'm gonna use it tomorrow or next week, but it ain't gonna sit there all winter.
Okay, and that's fine, but I mean, it's time to have a civil conversation with them and say, hey, here in a couple weeks, I'm gonna get that trailer out. Let's look at a way so we're not burying it.
Well,
I mean,
first time I didn't see it till it was done, and then it was 1.5 feet deep from the back of my wheels all the way to the street, besides a big bucket of snow right by the street.
no, they weren't digging that far over. I've seen it.
They were dug right up to
They-
the line in the front. I
they-
measured it.
And
They've got 4 feet of room.
they dug, come around on the east side and brought them around probably about what, 3-4 foot to get to their door,
To get where?
to their door on the side.
Ain't no door on the side.
Over on that backside,
On the back end, yeah, there's all kinds of room back there. They got all kinds of room to get to that. But in the back, they're throwing the snow up over my tractors. They're also doing that.
Okay, well, I would recommend taking some pictures and documenting it then. If that's what's happening.
Well, I asked them, told them, tell you to go look at it. Did you?
No, I was there right after it happened. And like I said,
Well, why
I
didn't
called,
you
I
come
called,
and
I
talk
called,
to us and the sheriff then?
I don't get a call from the sheriff when there's a civil issue.
He says it's not a civil issue.
Well, our lawyer is 100%. It says it's a civil issue. It's a dispute between two neighbors.
In other words, I could just take my garbage dump in somebody's yard and anything they can do about it.
That's a totally different thing.
Snow or garbage ain't a lot of difference, is there?
I'm just saying, I think it's time to be a little bit neighborly on everything.
They're not coming over on my property. That's real simple.
And I
They've
know,
got 4 feet. They can come 4 feet.
we all know you have an issue with them there.
Yeah, I got an issue with them. Okay, now then, what is their second business? They're renting the house out. Now, what's the name of the business they got there?
What business?
Well, they said there was a hotel to start with.
That's not there. That's Cole Amundsen's rental or his hotel rental.
Okay, what's the name of that hotel?
He's got a name for it. I'm
Doesn't
not
he?
sure what it is, but he does have a name for it.
Yeah, because he sent all the
Yeah.
I've
stuff
asked
to our
15
lawyer.
times and nobody will tell me.
I've seen it. I've seen the name somewhere, but I know that he's got a name on that.
Mhm.
Well, I got the first name, and then that was illegal. What he was doing was illegal, and the state got on him, and they said he come in and changed it.
And
Patrick's got all that
But
paperwork.
Patrick,
That ain't what I'm going after. I'm going after, they're throwing shit on my yard.
well, I will go talk to them and ask them nicely to stop throwing the snow on your property.
Huh?
I'll ask him to stop throwing the snow on your property.
I asked him first, and then he went and got her. And she's screaming at me, "You're so ornery. Why are you so ornery to me?" I said, "Just stay off my property."
Well,
So is the snow that they're putting within the variance of like our boulevard?
No,
Are you
and-
is he
and-
parked in the boulevard? Off that,
well, what part of your property do you truly
She's
complain?
doing it on the south and the east side of my property,
so where the trailer sits, is
right
that,
where the trailer says.
but is that trailer within the boundaries of the city property where it's a,
No, they don't order here in the city
No.
property. It's property.
it is on his
Yeah,
back
it's
up,
on his
okay.
property.
It's on my personal property.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say about 1.5 feet from their property.
Okay.
I mean,
But then you go on the east side and they got tractors completely covered. They're taking more there too. I didn't measure that, but they're taking more of my ground there too.
Was there snow already there on the tractors?
Well, they got more now, but
How do you know it was their snow or your
because
snow?
I watched them throw it on there. If you drive by there now, you can see where they throw it over top of the snow. You don't have to be blind. You can just drive by there and you can see the chunks they've thrown over.
Well, I would just take some pictures, document it, and I'll go and talk to them to stop throwing the snow on your property then. But as far as the issue contains, it's not a city issue.
I can't believe you guys don't follow the ordinances. This sounds, another thing I was gonna ask about, he's got that, is he paying 2 water bills in that place? Is this cafe here paying 2 water bills? Is Howie's old building paying 2 water bills?
Why would Howie's be old place paying
You got 2 different people in that building, so they have to pay 2.
two different people?
Yeah, like one guy's got tractors and somebody's got cabinets and stuff in the front. In Howie's building, old station.
Well, we'll look into that. But
That I know, because I fought putting that in when they did.
Bob rented from him.
Yeah.
But is
You just renting a bait
It's
from
one
him.
property though.
It's one property,
he's just
it's one
renting the
building.
garage.
It's one
from-
property, it's one
2 fixed
physical
tractors.
mailing address, it's one set of property taxes, it's
He's
not
not-
divided.
He's not conducting business out
No,
No,
storage.
of it.
So when that was changed, we built that 8 place. And they made us, and that's when they changed it, they made us pay 8 water bills on that 8 place. Because there's 8 different people living there. They did the same thing with the cities too.
Right, but I also I would also say that you had 8 different lease agreements or property agreements for each one of those. One
The
of those
apartments,
locations.
yeah.
No, then they made the bakery over here. They lived upstairs, then bakery downstairs, they had to have 2. The barber shop had a barber in front, apartment in the back, they had to have 2. Where Schwardo's lived, that was hooked in, they were all changed at that time. And I took it all the way to the Public Utilities Commission because I didn't think we should have to pay them. And they said what they did is legal, they can do it, but they have to do everybody. They leave one slip by, they're liable.
We'll look into that.
Yeah.
So we'll look into
But
that.
water bill, we paid up there for all them years and let the rest of them pay it too.
We'll look.
And I know that all of them that I just mentioned, because I was on when that happened and they all had 1 meter, they split it in half, they both paid.
Okay, we'll look into it. We're gonna move on from with that, so. Okay. Kathleen, anything public?
I obviously have the grandson tonight, so I'm gonna keep it short and then I'm gonna book it. I just wanted to, thank Jared for the mountains and mountains and mountains of snow he moved in our city. And I wanna take that a little further. Not only did you have a huge task, you come back and I saw you down our neighborhood later and you were moving snow out of the end of driveways, which was fabulous. So I wanted to thank you publicly on that. Second thing, I do want to tell all of you guys, I appreciate your transparency. When I come in, I ask a lot of questions and I appreciate you guys taking the time and stopping and letting me understand and letting me pick your brains a little bit. So I just wanted to click on the public speaking time, just do 2 thank yous to you guys. So
Thank you,
Well,
Kathleen.
thank you for being present.
thank you. And I'm gonna get him out here before he gets 3 years old on us here.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Bye.
All right, move on to minutes.
I'll make a motion, but I do have a couple of grammatical changes. City administrator, municipal finance officer section. The one it says in. I don't know if we just want to word that
Oh.
differently.
We can in, gotcha.
In, I don't know how you'd want to it just doesn't look.
Up at the top page, I don't know what page it is, where it says about the annexation of the Garrett edition. It's
That was
Garrett,
about
is-
It's Garrett's.
Yeah.
Has to change the.
but I don't know if Garrett is even spelled right, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yep,
Is it?
yep,
Okay,
yep.
okay.
It just needs
just
to
looks
be
weird.
Garrett's.
Okay. Yep.
Way to go, Diane. I took mine.
I gotta steal your thunder once in a while.
That's the only change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would give my motion with those 2 adjustments or changes.
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, the same.
I'm getting better.
Doing good.
Fire report? John?
All right, fire report for this month. On EMS side, we had six EMS calls and 1 training. On the fire side, we had 1 CO call out to the assisted living and 1 mutual aid fire over in Baltic, and then 1 training. And that was it for calls for December. Just to follow up a little bit, I did receive pictures from Metro Communications on what they would be putting up on the tower. We can further along that. I'll pass my phone around. I apologize. It's been kind of a crazy week. I was going to try to send these and get these printed out. Did not. But up there, that is what they're looking at doing. You can pass my phone around. If it starts going dark.
How far up do they go? How far into the air would they?
They don't
sit?
really, he didn't really say. But it's just a couple smaller antennas that go 5, 10, 10, 15 feet above the water towers. As you can see there, that's what they have up on the VA hospital water tower in Sioux Falls. It would be very similar to what they'd put onto the Colton water tower.
Okay.
And then, hold on here. This was kind of what they're planning on for their generator and all the electronics.
This is the house or
This
the
would be the
shack?
house. It'd be similar to this, a prefab. It's not going to be kind of what I was told. It wasn't going to be like an igloo.
I was gonna say that
It's
looks like
really
a little.
Yeah, it looks like an igloo. doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's what they would.
Cute.
What they would.
Looks like a little
Something similar,
bunker.
a precast concrete structure next to the water tower.
Okay.
Something similar to that to house the
So, yeah,
electronics
kids'
and the
playground.
generator.
They'll be sliding down
For
the
now.
top.
Yeah.
I can see it happening already.
Well, I can put that on our agenda for next month then.
Okay.
Can you send both of those pictures to Seth so we can at
Yeah.
least have them
Yeah.
printed for
If,
the packet?
if my phone will send it. I
So
will try and
if
really
they
hard.
build it like that, Pete's gonna whack us against the
I will work really hard. If not, what I'll do is my phone. I've been having issues emailing stuff from my phone. Once I got my new phone or something there that's way above my.
I was gonna say technical error or user error.
Yeah, but I can't send emails right now from my phone. Or I can take a snap,
Yes.
Screenshot.
a screenshot or something, or I'll have Matt Tooley from Metro Communications email to the city. too.
Okay.
Would you like him up here in person next month
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
to talk about this?
It wouldn't hurt, I guess, if they have any questions on it.
Okay, I can get him up here, but and he definitely said, you would definitely come up.
Okay.
One other thing that I need to add, we did add, let me write this down. Okay. We did add 3 new members.
Okay.
Under the department. On the fire side, we added Wade Holleran on the fire side.
Wade,
Or excuse me,
Mason.
Mason Holleran. Yeah, strike that, Wade. I just received a text message from his dad. That's why I said that. Mason Holleran on the fire side. We did add Keith Deegan onto the fire side. And then we added Paige Quigley onto the rescue side, and she is just going to run on the rescue side. She is a paramedic. Right now she's running with Humboldt Ambulance, and on her days off, she's going to respond with calls with us too. So it'll be a nice bonus to the department. So just wanted to inform you that we added those 3 members on. They'll be starting here within the month or so.
Good.
Good, perfect. Good.
Any questions on the fire side?
No.
But yes, I will definitely get in touch with Mr. Tooley, get him up here next month and put that on the agenda, and we can discuss that further and
Yep.
and see where we need to go. Because I know they're kind of looking at the springtime to get that
Okay.
put up there, which would help out greatly. So.
That'd be a huge deal for us for communications, because right now, when we go into a building, our radios don't work.
Yep.
We can get a tower up here, that would be huge.
Perfect. Thank you guys.
So thank you guys.
I'm working on getting that up there then.
What's that?
It's a good job on working on getting that
Yeah.
up
We have been hounding them for a long time. It's been a couple years, more than a couple years. We go to a county chiefs meeting and we're like, hey, our communications stink. And just a consistent, just persistently hounding them. Hey, we need to do something. We need to do something.
Yep.
So hopefully we can seal the deal and make this happen, because it would greatly improve our communications.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Definitely need that.
You guys have a good night, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Later.
Thanks, Mark. All right. Move on to fire report, or sorry, sheriff's report. Not much to approve there.
Do we have another set of meeting minutes that need to be approved?
There should have been two.
Oh, I thought you approved both of those.
Oh, that's fine.
We can go back and approve that with one, so.
No, I will give a motion for both. I just didn't know. Sorry.
Let's just make it.
I did not
legit.
clarify.
You got a motion, can I get a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Parks and Rec.
Nothing to report for the Parks and Rec. Unless anybody has anything.
Just got a little bit of snow.
A little bit.
Well, Pete, we do appreciate it. You did an awesome job.
I did have a kudos from Mike Huther as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, ran into him in Classic Corner. And he says, you guys have an awesome city. He's really done a great job cleaning up the city.
He ain't over yet.
Yeah. But yeah, he was driving through. He was on his way up to his cabin up
Oh,
at
yeah.
wherever it's at. But yeah. He says, I drove around and he says it looks really good compared to some of the towns we drove through. So
I heard from
hats
multiple.
off.
Yeah, I heard from multiple people that they really thought it was very thoughtful and above and beyond that you went back and kind of try to ease the stress of their end of their driveway.
Well, I left that much snow on the end of the driveway. I mean, it's
That's no work.
really impossible to move that with a shovel.
And a snow blower, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know when we decide to open sidewalks back up, but
I don't
Oh.
think you're gonna
I
open
don't think we
this
can.
winter. I pushed all them back and there's 8-10 feet of snow on them sidewalks now.
Yeah.
So I think you're just gonna have to
Leave them
let that
as
sit.
is.
It'd be different if we had all our sidewalks connecting. Then we could, not really fair to push some neighbors to. Clean
I'm
something
glad you
out.
did that though, because we really didn't have a choice. I mean, you don't push that snow back now and we get another 10 inches, what are you gonna do?
You wouldn't be able to move it.
No.
No, we'd be paying more money to truck it out, so.
So, and then also, are all the hydrants pretty well open, or is there some that?
I'm pretty sure they're all open as of today, unless there's one or two that I missed, so.
I had somebody ask me if they would come in, if we would get another big snow, if they would come in and help clear hydrants. What would happen if they hit one?
Well, someone did hit one,
Oh,
second in Maine.
okay.
I don't know who did, but
Well,
I don't even know if
he
it
hadn't
was
come in to
anything
scoop
to do
yet.
with-
Yeah.
snow removal or not, or if someone just backed into it or what. But, yeah, I gotta make some phone calls on that, see what we can do with it. But
Yeah. He just wanted to know if he wanted to help.
it's part of moving snow. I mean, I don't know if I did it or not, but someone hit the mailboxes at the trailer court. I gotta get them fixed. And then I hit the pedestal for Golden West. Over by First and Main there. I didn't know it was in that intersection. I just plowed right over it and I pushed back, but we got that exposed, so.
Neil Klein did ask me about over in that fire hydrant by his place. Because it doesn't have a whip.
Oh,
I don't know if you want one on there or not. Did
I've
you?
got some spare ones. I can put one on there.
He's like, it's kind of, we tried.
I
cleaning it,
didn't, that's one of the hydrants I didn't look at either. I should check on that.
'cause he
That
said
one
it's
might still
gone.
be snowed in.
He said it snowed in, so.
Take a whip with you.
I think he was trying to clean it out or something like
Was
that. Yeah, but
I got a box room in the shop, so I can put one on there.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you see a hydrant that needs to be addressed, just let me know. Text me or whatever. Clean around it, so. And then I'm gonna check with, we got a guy that does hydrant stuff, or sells hydrants. I'm gonna talk to him. Cause it ain't busted off, but it's leaning over a little bit. So I don't know if that hydrant's out of service or if we can still use it. I don't wanna charge it in case it blows apart in the winter time.
Yeah.
That'd be a mess.
Wait till like middle of June.
Yeah, when it's
When
hot.
it's like 92 out. Then try it.
Water.
Little water party.
Put on Facebook. Come on down, kids.
Come on
But
down, there might possibly
I
be
will
a
say though, the ready mix really helped us out.
Oh, I know, the ready mix did
I mean,
amazing.
just there's no way we were gonna be able to move the amount of snow that we had stacked up down here, downtown.
Yeah.
Give them kudos, because when I went and talked to them, they didn't know if they could get there, and then they got there that morning, so.
It's
I'll see
awesome.
you guys bump into them, shake their hands.
Yep.
No, that was
That was a lifesaver. And they even did, brought the grader out and bladed with their wing back all the streets that go north and south. Cause like we were 6 feet from the curb with the snow and I couldn't get it any farther over. So they ran along there with their wing and winged the top 5 feet and then I got the bottom pushed over.
Sounds terrible for the top 5 feet. Right. And then I still had to come through.
we got 100-year rain this summer, and now we got 100-year snow.
I'll say it seems like every morning it was like 2-3 hours of snow blowing and then push it right back in.
It was just insult for injury. I come in, push, we had like 9 inches that night. And it kind of quit a little bit, so I come in and push the centers out just in case someone needed to get going. And then by 10 o'clock the next morning, we had another 9-10 inches.
You're the reason why it kept snowing.
Right.
Yeah. You kept it giving it more room to
And then the
go.
next night we got 2 more inches. And
Yeah.
then the next night we got another couple inches. It's like, are we gonna quit?
Mhm.
No.
This
It
spring
was
will be
fun.
100-year flooding.
You think? We still got our snowiest months.
Yeah, let's hope
Yeah.
it melts
March
away
and April.
slowly.
Yep.
Don't worry about the spring.
Mhm.
All our ditches and everything are full
Oh.
now for drainage. We might have some water issues.
Well, Colton Creek will be flowing pretty hard.
If we get some rain on top of the snow, we'll be in trouble.
Don't say that.
Will you stop putting that out in the universe?
Right.
Don't put that out in
Well,
the
we had that
universe.
heavy fog, we always say 90 days.
Well,
Right.
thank you guys for your support
Oh.
and everything you've done. Trevor, especially you.
No,
Long
You made a lot
hours
of
for
phone
you.
calls
I didn't do
for
much.
me. Oh, you made a lot of phone calls to the
Oh,
ready
that's all
mix when I absolutely didn't have time to do it.
no. You,
On another deal too with, say if we get another major storm, has that generator been serviced? At the hall in case we get open?
Yeah, that one's
If-
good.
Yeah,
I'd
I
seen
seen
Monty servicing it earlier this year.
Okay.
Couple months ago.
We've already paid for it.
And we do have that other backup generator too on the trailer.
Okay.
So if we need to move that around.
and then, I don't know if anybody wants to, if we ever come to that point where we have like that one when we lose power, we'll have to open that up. I think we help the fire department
Mhm.
maintain that
Mhm.
sitting down there.
Yeah, hopefully we never have to do that, but
Right.
at some point,
Well, I know
it's gonna
the
happen.
the people that live in the house of Shane said they're renting. The furnace went out when that fun snow with all the wind was flowing through.
Oh, really?
And yes, Shane couldn't get there and I was stuck in Sioux Falls at that time. But yeah, Shane's like, they didn't tell him the night before. And it was like 30 degrees in the house.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
So we had someone run some heaters over to him to,
My understanding is you can only talk to the daughter.
yeah,
She translates for everybody else that lives in the house.
but they're super, we brought them some heaters. They're super nice, super thankful.
I do keep a couple spare milk house heaters, the little ones in the shop. If something
They're
ever
learning
happens.
something. Yeah. No, I think Shane got it done, take care of them. Now, so. All right, move on to public works. Nothing. Pretty quiet December.
Yeah. Nothing going on.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll have someone look at that hydrant hopefully and make a determination if it's out of service or not. If it is, I'll throw a black bag over it. So, and I'll let the fire department know if that hydrant's out of service till spring.
All right, move on. City Administrator, Finance Officer.
Okay, on the January 29th, there's the annual report workshop, and it's a
29th or 19th?
19, sorry, I said 20, I meant 19, sorry. And it's just over Zoom, but I just want, it's for 10 to noon or so. And I just want to have it all, it okay that I can just close up the office while I go for that training. Kind of just lock the door and just come in here and do that training and workshop. So
Unless you know.
What day was that?
the 19th.
Next Thursday.
I'd just maybe post a note a couple days ahead of time,
Yep.
letting them know that the office is gonna close that day.
Yeah. And then just maybe
Well,
put
it's
a-
just only for that 2 hour.
For the couple hours,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm
just
not
that'll
asking
be,
for the.
no,
that's
no,
it.
just for the couple hours.
Just, and
post
then
it,
just put a note on the outside of the door.
Yep.
saying
Yep.
Training.
Yep.
training.
In
So,
training.
Come back later.
come back later.
Can do.
Not to cut in, but just to let everybody, or remind everybody, the 12th, we've got that bid opening for the tile or lighting project here
Oh,
at City Hall.
yes.
10:30, I think, or 10:15, something like that.
Oh,
10:30 or 10:15.
So that'll be this coming week here, the 12th.
Will that be announced on Facebook or anything like that?
It's been in the paper that.
It's just, it won't be a public deal.
Won't
It's
be.
where we come in and we open up bids like we did with the
Okay.
other project.
The contractors that bid it will probably be here they'll want to see what the bids are.
Weston will be here as well.
June, what'd you say, January?
January 12th.
What, the Thursday, this Thursday?
And what time?
10:30, I think. 10:15 or 10:30.
Is that it?
Well, let's say
No,
10:15.
no, I'll be right here.
10:30, then you'll.
Let's
do 10:25.
No, if you just want to see
I
the
think
bids
it's
come in.
10:30.
10:11.
10:11.
They all come in sealed
Better
envelopes and
be at
they're.
9:30
Mm.
For
With fresh
what,
baked
our
goods.
surplus?
Sewer money project for the contractors to bid on it.
Oh, okay.
So, like when we did this project, the street project, the first
Mhm.
one, we had all the bids come in sealed, and then we wait for a certain time, and then stuff closes, and then we start opening up the bids and go through them all.
Weston said he's got quite a bit of interest in the project. He received a lot of phone calls. There's quite a few companies that have pulled the specs. So we're hoping that we get 4 or 5 bids, 4 or 5, 6 bids would be great.
Yep. I got 2 more things I didn't get 'em
Okay.
on here. It's just is it right if on Friday the 13th I head out an hour earlier? My glasses showed up from the eye doctor. I just kind of go pick them up if that's okay. Head out just a little early. And then on the 23rd, I've got a doctor's appointment and I'll work till 1 o'clock if that's okay.
The 23rd.
Are you using comp time for those ones? I'm just curious. to
For
know since we
the
got such a-
doctor's office, it'd be sick time.
Okay.
And then for the glasses, I was going to use comp time.
Okay.
Because that's not a doctor's appointment or anything. That's a.
Yeah.
You're good.
See, that is.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep.
Sounds good. Okay. Move on to claims.
I'm a-
That's the same.
I'm abstaining.
I'm also abstaining.
Also, there's these 2 which I didn't get on, but they're from CCOG. It was it's for Sophie's work for the ARPA and for that sewer lining. We've already sent in to get reimbursed for it, but we just haven't approved the payment to them yet. So.
Oh, is my pole still over there?
What?
Is
It
it-
is.
It's that sign design?
If it's a sign design, they got them setting it right on the front counter.
Oh. If you're over there, would you grab it? If
Yeah.
not, I mean,
Well, I have to run them a check here because we have to pay it.
oh,
pay for that.
okay.
Yeah, I'll run and grab it when I get the check
Perfect.
printed, and then I'll give you a text.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. I don't mail out sign designs. I just walk across
Yeah.
the seat. It saves us an envelope and a stamp.
We'll say one thing, Seth, I like how you changed doing claims.
I was gonna say, is this a new setup? Because this is a lot easier to read.
Yeah.
It's not a mess.
Was this a big task to do, or was,
They
like,
went when I talked with the Banyan folks, and we got an update for the software, and then it updated that this was an option instead of the old one.
Yeah,
It
this is
worded
nice.
that powerful.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like this a lot more than the other one.
It breaks it out.
Yeah. It's not just a little list for, and then it only gives one part of it.
Well, we're questioning you. What's that, sir?
Yeah. I mean, with the, if you look at the,
Description.
yeah, it's got all that, and it,
Yep.
you know, and then it's like it
Yeah.
breaks it down for,
Categorizes it all.
yep, so it shows how it works out.
A motion to approve or discussion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Julie, second.
I'll second.
Second. Oh,
No,
yeah,
no, you can't.
Oh, yeah, never mind, I gotta abstain.
I'll second.
Diane, all those in favor?
Aye.
Good.
All those opposed?
You have Chaz and I abstaining.
Yep, I've got it, that's
Thank you.
above everything that's wrote on there.
Okay. We'll move on to Minnehaha Sheriff's Office contract renewal.
Was there any changes to the contract?
We've already it was just the price, which they sent us a letter a couple months ago
Mhm.
that we approved.
Thank you.
Budget. Yep, we got that all with our budget and everything. So. Other than that, it looked the same.
About the same.
Yeah. Other than the dates.
Are they impacted as well with having radio communication issues?
And that's, some of that, these towers that we're looking at, kind of funding is going multiple different avenues, because it's not just us using the tower, there's, you know, a state DOT plow comes through town, they're gonna be using it.
Yeah,
Sheriff's office, you know.
it's a shared
Different
service.
people using the same towers, so that's how they get the funds, is from different entities or whatever.
Yeah.
To build it. That was
Motion
part
or
of our
discussion?
big discussion at meetings is, how do you send your deputies out into this world and not, they have a radio, but they can't use it because it doesn't transmit.
Right.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Motion from Joe. Second.
I'll second that one.
Second from Chaz this time.
He's just itching.
Yeah, it was. It was there.
He's itching.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay. Resolution 1-2032 salaries. Now, these are all the salaries that we went through earlier in the budget. And then with our drawing blank here. So,
The planning and zoning.
no, well, not that, well, that one too. Employee review. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. So.
Is there any way to amend any of this yet?
I'm sure there is a way to amend this.
Yeah.
What are you looking
Well,
for?
I'm
Well,
looking
this
at the
is an-
swimming pool party. I think we should increase that.
Oh, that's the next.
Yeah, okay,
A
let's go on to
resolution,
that.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
That's a
I
different.
thought we
No, this
did a
is just
second on
salaries.
this. Yep.
We're just on the salary. Jumping ahead a little bit. Excited.
Do we have like what Bill's talking about, there's nothing in our bylaws or anything about if the neighbor throws snow on the neighbor's
There
property.
is nothing.
I mean,
I don't know.
it talks about pushing out into the street and sidewalks and stuff like that, but I don't. think it talks about-
That's where I was just saying, at this tough point in time, you have to be neighborly, like, you have to have kind of understanding, and I was right behind in the vehicle when he was stopped out and yelling, like, and so then I went and talked to him, and he's like, we don't know what to do, every time we turn around, we're doing something wrong, and he tells us that we don't deserve to live here, and so I don't have patience and time for it anymore, so I felt sad that he doesn't resort any of his energy into finding anything out about that, or as far as the city's concerned, and as long as I'm there, everything's in compliance there, and
Well,
It is.
if he takes his garbage and throws over there, that's a littering issue.
That's what I'm saying. It's a.
He can get a ticket for that. I mean, it's snow for, you know.
Well, they buried my trailer and the city did, so do I go off the city? I can't get my trailer out?
That's why I was trying to get, is he in that boulevard right away of this, if it's the cities, he has no recourse.
So if you go drive by there,
Yeah.
it is literally like a tunnel for them to get to their door. So they have no issue. It snows about this tall. Like when I was behind him looking, like I couldn't really hear it because I went and talked about you, but you could only see like the top of her head. I mean, that's how deep it is over there.
So would we have any issues with next time if we get a big snow, if they push it into the street and you push it up the street?
Don't do that.
Yeah,
No?
'cause I don't
Okay.
wanna do
I
it.
had a hard time with this round.
I mean,
We
it'd
had
keep-
way too much snow.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody was doing. They were pushing their snow into the street.
Oh,
Way overloading my plow.
then we can't do that. I thought for just that corner,
No, I mean,
keep
we
him
just have to
quiet.
tell him and have a discussion with Cole on. He's just gonna have to help remove snow there.
Yeah, he's got a skid steer. You can go over there and.
So I'll have that discussion with Cole.
He's the one that does the trailer for it too.
Who, Cole?
Cool.
Nah.
Yeah, he's got the contract now for the
Oh, he
trailer.
does?
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
he's
think
gonna have to go dig them out.
Maybe Cole could go in there and pull some of that snow out of there now.
I'll have it.
Don't get on Billy's property. Oh,
I'll have
jeez.
it, Yeah, no. I don't know.
I do think there is a portion of it that in times of crisis, which this could be identified as crisis, that I mean, you do need to be neighborly. And
Mhm.
I think, it's a sensitive matter because we've already known that there's conflicts from that side to them. So I think finding a Band-Aid or a workaround for this scenario, I think it opens kind of a precedence that I don't know if we wanna.
That's why I'm saying it's
Right.
Cole, it's Cole's property.
Yep.
I'm just gonna have to tell Cole that he's gonna have to maintain it, and not let them.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go in there and move snow for him
Yeah, I agree with that.
and haul it away.
Take them out of the ring of fire. But
Yeah.
I talked to Cole about everything, and I just called, just tell the people that are there that they just to keep track and record everything that's happening, so. Something becomes an issue. Discussion or on the resolution.
Is this one that Chaz and I need to abstain from again, or are we all right to?
Well, this one I wouldn't think it mattered because you're still voting for your salaries as well.
Okay, that's what I was.
Yep.
I'll give a motion for the resolution, the first one.
Motion from Riley. Second.
I'll second.
Second from Julie. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay, resolution 2-232, fees and fines. So if we do make an amendment change, we'll probably have to have another reading on this.
We'd have to, I'm pretty sure we
We'll
would.
just do that, just to make sure we do that. When do we have to have this? Is there a certain time?
I'm not sure. I just know this is what you have
This
to.
is the
re-
time, okay, yep, sounds good.
But if we do change it, we can just do another meeting,
Yep.
just to do this.
You wanna just push this to next month instead of doing the.
I don't know, because I know we have to redo our fines and fees and salaries, because it's something that it's no longer valid at the end of the year. You have to renew them.
Are you looking to amend still?
Well, I would like to, but if it's gonna cause a special meeting or anything that we have to come back in for, then it's not worth it. We can wait till
What
next year.
were you thinking about?
I was thinking about the pool party for the $100. Being we're raising the rates for like the lifeguards and all that, we should probably raise the pool party if we could to 150 instead of 100.
Okay. Oh, to pay to offset
Yeah, yeah, to offset what we're paying our lifeguards to have to be there, because you need 2 lifeguards there.
we can make the amendment, we can just do a Teams meeting, I can come in, it's something I can just do a Teams meeting.
Yeah,
do that,
yeah,
just
that's
all
gonna
the
come, otherwise we can wait till.
I mean, if everybody is in agreement that they wanna change the 150.
We set it up, maybe that after the bids are read, we We then jump into.
2 employees, you
Uh,
said?
Yep.
Yeah.
At $15 an
We could do
hour.
that 'cause
So
folks are
No,
already
because that's
coming
not
in.
enough of an increase to cover salaries.
At
If you
2
think you
hours.
had 2 max, yeah, if you had 2 seasoned lifeguards,
Mhm.
that will,
For 2 hours.
yeah, because if you had 2 seasoned lifeguards, say they're at 15 an hour,
That's $30.
you're $30 an hour for 2 lifeguards.
That's $660.
So, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have to bring it back.
Well, what we could do is, I could put notice out that tell them on the 12th when we come in after the bids are all read and all that, we go in, since folks are already gonna be here, we just do a special meeting then.
Okay.
And we
And
could,
then whoever can't attend, we can just do a Teams meeting or a
Yeah.
phone in.
they can just jump on the phone or on Teams.
Okay.
That would,
Or if it's better, just wait. I
Well, no, I
it's
mean,
up
we
to
could
you.
offset,
you know.
I mean, we raise prices.
Yeah.
So, you want 150,
I would.
I
mean,
would
it's-
make a recommendation to 180.
180?
I still think that's fair for 2 hours of full access to our pool with lifeguards present.
We're on 180. That was
Everybody else agreeing with that?
Does anyone else have a suggestion?
No, I think we gotta cover everything,
Bill?
No, he's fine.
Okay, yep. Okay.
especially
Really?
it's
Good.
pretty cheap
I'm
avenue.
just now,
It is, yeah.
now
Yeah.
obviously the animal one is super cheap and I've not been good at paying that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But now it's just inside, outside, doesn't matter. Just like I got 2 cats and a dog, give Seth $15 or the city.
I think it's one-time fee.
no, you have to renew
That's
them
per
every
year.
year.
No, it's supposedly every
Oh,
year is
yeah.
the way I understood it, but
Yeah, you
I really,
Because the tags were per year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were.
so it doesn't matter if they're indoor, it's just your pets, right? Just,
I would assume what you identify as your pet. is
Yeah,
within
okay.
reason.
So I think we needed to change that, whatever, if we're gonna keep it 5 per animal per year.
yeah, let's put per year then.
So we just
Okay.
want to add per year. Or do we put some preface up at the
Do
top?
we want?
It is
We
an
need,
annual-
we need to
annual
specify that
fees.
because there's people that have chickens and are we gonna make them pay
I
$5?
think-
They're not. It was supposed to.
Mhm.
I was gonna say,
No.
with the other lady, Heather, when we first moved in, because I inquired about chickens, she said it was like $5
per
a year.
chicken.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I-
it was only that you were allowed to have 5 chickens.
Yeah,
Right,
yep.
And then it was like $5 per year, yeah, that's all it was.
I'm
It
just
was
wondering if
like
we
the rent.
want to do that with the
Per
chickens
animal,
then too.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
it,
you're
but I
good.
was just like,
No, you're
I
fine.
know.
That's good information. No,
I
know it
remember
is.
the chicken conversation. That was a pretty intense meeting about chickens.
I mean, do we want to just state it, canine and felines? Or do we want it animals? I mean, what's animals, so.
No,
The
because
chickens are really pet. I don't know.
Well,
Well,
it's not really
how-
saying, it's not really saying pets though either. It's just saying
It's just an
land.
animal.
So,
I don't think so, because if someone's got a tame bird in a cage inside,
Yeah, and
we're
you
gonna
had a
charge them every year to
chinchilla.
do
I mean, you
that.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna,
so we need to change the
Because
verbiage on that.
Your cats and dogs are what's gonna be running around town, right?
So we want to change that to
Do we-
canine and feline license.
That's what I would recommend.
yeah,
I think we need to look at the ordinance on chickens though.
'Cause I think you got to pay a fee on that.
Yeah, because you
anyways.
gotta pay something. Does that need to be in here though? For chickens? Cause it was chickens. It was chickens and like,
It was,
I found
Ducks.
I know
it's like, it's a
There was
bunch of weird.
weird animals in there.
Yeah, there was bears. And
Yeah, but
llamas
we
or
had
something.
You're not
had
supposed
like
to have them in
certain
town.
things required
Now we're going
a
back to the circus.
fee.
yeah, right? Circuses in town.
I prefer carnival.
Yeah,
But I
there
don't
was a
remember
bunch
what
of
it
weird
said. Yeah,
animals
it was
listed there.
like, yeah, because you could have a duck.
So
and
we
you
need to
could
make it
have-
match
Seth,
with
can
the
you bring
ordinance.
up that
says.
kind of information for the next meeting?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking for it right now and I'm.
Yeah, but-
I'm fine with being $5. And per whatever. It's just
We open up the verbiage for Seth
Pandora's
to
box.
trying to
Yeah.
fight for.
What's going on here?
okay.
Let me pull it. I'll pull
And
the
then-
ordinances and I'll get it. So it's working with them.
Well, we'll get the right verbiage on all that, and then we'll have that,
For the special meeting too.
we'll have that in the special meeting, and I'll let you know how we word the verbiage on that one then, so. Doing 180 on the swimming pool party, and then we'll change the verbiage on the animal license if the chicken fee is there.
Please go on record and say that. There's a chicken fee.
So you sending us a bunch of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I texted you over,
So-
Okay.
the clinic.
Gotcha.
the
Oh,
path and all
okay.
that.
Okay.
I took pictures
Also,
of it
the
earlier.
tapping fees, are they gonna be current?
The what?
The tapping fees from tapping into the water
Oh,
or sewer? With today's prices?
I don't know, Pete, you know,
Yeah, I don't think they need to change. they
Okay.
changed
Is it gonna be good?
okay.
so we'll just table this for now with, due to the change. And then, is there anything else that anybody would
See
like
here.
to change?
Okay. What's a stop work order violation? What is that?
Stop work if someone's doing
Cease
construction
and
on,
desist.
Oh, okay.
and they're not complying.
Okay.
I'm assuming these animal fees are from Sioux Falls Humane Society.
Humane Society to come, yeah.
So failure to license an animal, are we gonna change that to
They changed the
dog cat or
verbiage.
whatever?
Yeah. we'll change
Okay,
verbiage
that
and
one
so-
as well. Okay.
This abandoned wrecked or dismantled vehicle, there are so many of those sitting around.
Well, we got that on the agenda coming
Yep,
up.
that's
so
on-
Just hold tight,
You
guys.
can't see them all. There's too much snow.
Keep piling it on them. Unauthorized burn.
Just get a big bucket load.
Yep.
I was gonna say-
Bucket.
Pete, what's that pile over there? Those are cars. What do you
How come that pile doesn't get moved?
I will say everybody was off the street for this last one.
Oh, that's good.
nice.
See,
Because I couldn't get out of the driveway.
There was one car that was halfway out, halfway sticking out, she was stuck in the driveway. Just left.
Well, I think we just have to do our part of communicating on the Facebook and there.
All right,
I
so
know I
we're,
did state that time that fines will be assessed, but they didn't do it this time, so I don't know if that
how much is that fine?
If you,
50 bucks.
no, it's 25. Cause that's set by ordinance. We actually can't change that by
Okay.
resolution. It was in the previous version of this resolution, it was 50. Yeah, but I looked at that and then I looked in the ordinance because I was trying to find out all that stuff and I saw in the ordinance it says 25.
Okay.
And I talked to Patrick and he says, you can't follow that resolution. You have to follow the ordinance because ordinances override resolutions. And you
Okay.
can't change ordinances with resolutions unless it's said in the ordinance that it can be, and it's not.
Oh,
Okay. Mention that.
Return check fee penalty. Can we, now that we're potentially moving banking locations, double check that that's gonna cover both your time
Mhm.
and the actual return?
Because I believe it should, because
'Cause I know there's some
Mhm.
banks that are going up to like $50 in return checks.
I think Reliabanks was with the proposal, I think it was 20. If I'm-
Okay, so then that's plenty to, for your time and
If I'm remembering right. I'll check that.
maybe
too,
just double check that.
Yeah, I'll double
Okay.
check it.
So. Any more discussion? We did the table.
all right. So it's gonna be a special meeting.
Good to move on and table it, or you guys have any more discussion on it?
And then- All right.
I'm gonna skip ahead of the.
Sorry, one more thing, guys, sorry, the last page. Is Mayor Lehman declared
Oh.
resolution? Should that be removed?
Yeah.
Or changed to Bundy?
Oh, Mom made banana bread today. You want nuts or no nuts? I'm claiming the nuts one first.
Well, tell her I'll take the leftovers. My house is right next door.
Okay. I'll tell her.
I'll go get it.
Oh, I'm sure Pete's gonna find a love for this in his,
Can't talk about banana bread not handing out dirt.
right? I know.
Tell her we're
I'm
up
gonna
here.
tell him
Please bring it.
the whole council wants banana bread.
Audrey's pretty good at setting me up with banana bread.
All right, fence.
Okay, events variance 309 South Glen.
Is this the
That's
one
you
you're
now.
waiting on?
Okay.
Okay.
We just wanted to like move our fence like on the side.
Yep.
For the dead end part, we just want to move it out to like our property line, I guess, in one aspect. That's all we want to do, I guess. Because I know that you guys own like the other part of it and everything like that. So if we can move it out onto our property line, because what, isn't it like 7 feet or something like that, where I gotta be inside the property line? So if we can move it onto that property line, because since we're on the dead end and everything, and then just move it up to meet it to the line of the house.
Yep.
And that south side, I went over and measured it from the street top and everything. I got like 7'9" from the edge of the house to the property line. And she found her original survey when they bought the house a year ago or 2 years ago.
About a year and a half.
Okay. And it said 8 foot. So I was right in there.
Hmm.
So they want to move the existing fence out 8 foot to the meet up at the corner of the garage and then just hook up to the corner of their house.
Yeah.
And then the north and west are going to be replacing current
And then just put it.
and then extending the north one over
Yeah.
to the east a little ways, but
Quarter of the house.
just to the
Yeah.
corner house. Yep.
And then Jerry and Linda, they both signed they were totally fine with it. We're still gonna keep the same, we'll be in our 7 feet from the property line,
Yep.
so they're,
Yep. And zoning and planning approves the recommendations on.
Yep.
So it's just down to council to give the final approval.
And there's nothing going to be beyond the east side of the house, the frontage.
oh, right.
So
the front-
nothing with the angle or nothing with cross traffic is going to.
No, and then if we did, but then we're not, but I mean, like, the fence that we do have, it's like a 4-foot fence and it's like all like the lattice work or whatever. Not lattice work, but like it's a diamond or whatever. So you
Chain
see, yeah, chain link with it.
Okay.
But it's panels, so I mean, like, it's a stake. It's not like it's a permanent thing. It's like almost those decorative ones.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I remember your husband was showing us
yeah.
the breakdown of it and
But yeah,
if it
but-
needed to be removed and we
yeah.
did talk to her, we needed to get in the alley that,
Mhm.
that fence did have to be removed. to get
Oh,
in, but
yeah.
You get,
But even, yeah, because then I know the garage is like over on the line or whatever, because it's grandfathered in or whatever. But like the fence blew down and everything because of all the strong wind and stuff, because it was privacy fence and it blew down. It was only held up by one nail in the garage. So either way, so we ended up just like making that up, but we didn't go over into like any further past the garage or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
but if we need to move it, yeah, definitely.
By our standards, for a 4-foot open fence, technically they don't have to do anything with it for variance. But we want to issue the variance, so if they choose a year down the road, they're gonna replace this section with a 6-foot privacy fence. As long as it doesn't move where they have this fence, they're covered under this variance.
yeah, we just didn't want it to.
So this way, everything's legit in our end to cover everything.
I would approve this, or I'd move it forward as an approval.
Okay, motion from Riley,
I'll second it.
second from Diane. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
My dogs are gonna appreciate it. Right now, they will.
Yes. Yeah, sorry about the wait.
No, it's fine. I was like confused because I didn't know like what do I do? First time I've ever done anything like this, but either way. Good. I put my 2 cents though in one area. Yeah.
No, Scott, no.
He said, that's what he said. I think he's saying he's gonna go over and get the banana bread.
No, Scott, I get.
Yeah. Hubby's gonna be gone
That's
for a
funny.
few days, so if you didn't need to push that snow back or whatever to make
Yeah,
this ready for you
he
to-
says I'm going to get the banana bread while you're at the
Yeah,
meeting.
because I know like the alleyway's not plowed or anything like that. So this way, then if you need to build up more snow, you got.
I responded and said, Diane, will cover you.
Yeah,
Well, I know where you live.
Because I want to say he's out of town, so he probably won't be back until like Wednesday
Yeah,
evening.
you plus
He's usually out Monday, Tuesday, and then comes back Wednesday evening.
Perfect.
So if you
I'll
need,
try and swing through there then.
yeah, however it goes, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect.
You guys have a good
Don't mean to
one.
interrupt, I'm gonna head, so.
No, thank
Trevor,
you.
thank you.
Thank
Thank you guys
you.
for letting me
Thank you
sit
very
in.
much.
Let me know if you need anything.
I will, I'll probably do a follow-up email with you in the morning and, we'll go from there. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Yeah, thank you. Good deal, Seth.
Yeah, Patrick's back. Brandon's not back in, but he declined for his invite.
Kicked everybody out.
Keep everybody out.
We ran a max of an hour for this team we're set up currently.
Is it that much fun?
Must need a motion
Yeah.
to adjourn then.
Yeah, that's what I told him. We need to speed up that.
Yep, we got an hour and that's it.
Talk fast.
Not bad. Okay, we'll move on. Fence variance, 600 South Glen. That one came up too. I went and inspect that one. Travis knows about that one. From that one first wind, heavy storm, part of their fence blew down. They came and talked to Seth about replacing it. Seth said, don't need a building permit because they're replacing sections that broke. So they were working on replacing it. Neighbor made a complaint saying that they're moving the fence past where they were. Well, they were replacing fence posts, but they didn't move it past. They were just replacing fence posts. It's still back in the same exact line. So there's no,
The neighbor also did say that it was they replaced the entire fence, not just the couple
yeah,
sections.
and you can
and
go
then-
down there and look and you can see the
Old,
faded
the new and the
old.
old. Yeah.
So, and they didn't even show up to the zoning and planning meeting, the complaint, so it was just,
Close.
we wrote it off, but I said I'd at least follow through and make sure that it was still legitimate, so.
Do we need something in the packet? I guess that's what I was confused on. If
Well, they
this
never,
was
they
a,
never actually made a
was
written
it not
complaint.
a formal complaint?
It
Oh,
was just, they just called me over the phone.
okay.
and
So,
then-
okay, that's what I was confused
Yeah.
about. So, okay, so there wasn't a formal, okay.
Yeah, nothing was written down submitted.
They-
It was
they
just, they
didn't
called
make-
in and then we started looking at it.
Okay.
Okay, move on to lifeguard and pool manager. I think we need to start probably
Advertising?
advertising. Stanky is not gonna come back for a pool manager, so we'll have to look. into-
She's not gonna come back?
Grace is not coming back, so I think she had so much going on this summer, so. Gonna have to start looking for a pool manager.
Okay. Do we have a job description to align with that? Or did she?
No, yeah, we'll have to probably write one up and. I don't know. Send one out, and I think we need to probably start advertising for pool managers and the. Up at
Lifeguard?
this, or lifeguard, sorry, lifeguards up at the school
Yeah.
before
School lets out.
school that's out, so I think if we start putting the school announcements that,
Yeah,
wanting something for lifeguards.
Yeah, I can get that all wrote up and everything.
Okay.
I can probably find some of the stuff that.
Do we pay for the lifeguarding classes? Or how
Yep,
does that
we
work?
cover their expense for that. They
So
go and
we'll-
do it and they bring back
Receipt.
receipt and
And
then.
then.
Okay.
we give them-
So that'll be a good advertisement for the school.
Another thing that we do is we send out letters to the past lifeguards to see if they're gonna return.
Okay, yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
wanna
so when you-
be in charge of that, Diane? Take that over?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to help Seth with like
Yeah.
advertising and all that? And
Yeah,
we'll
we can do that.
advertise on Facebook and.
Maybe we get one of the teachers to be pool manager.
But I think I have a handbook at home too that maybe has job description in it.
Okay.
So let me look through that. see
I mean,
what I've
looking through our files and see if, like what was sent out previously for the job description and all that.
Do we
Yeah.
have a certain age that we
got.
want as a minimum for that pool manager?
Oh, yeah, I would think an adult, you need an
18,
adult in that
18.
spot. Yeah,
I would say 18. Well, it'd be good for you to be part of that too, since you're part of employee reviews, so that when you're building that job description, you're going through and like using a checkbox in your mind, because everything that's listed in that job description is what will come back to for the evaluation.
yep. So
To make sure that they're meeting those specific
And,
needs.
and Grace said that she's willing to help
Okay,
get everything back going again with the pool. I mean, maybe we can ask her to reach out to some of the other pool manager or pool lifeguards and see if they want to come back too.
yeah, we'd always send a letter out to the past ones.
That'd be nice.
And
You're gonna
see-
let them know.
And let them know, you know what, we're looking for guards. Are you planning on coming back? I think there's probably a letter.
Yeah,
out
I'll
there
look through our.
somewhere. Yeah.
stuff
Does
with that.
anybody have anybody in mind that would be interested? They know would be interested in the lifeguard?
It'd be good to have it
Um,
posted and
Let me think if there was anybody around. We'd have to-
It'd honestly be better if we can get someone completely out of town that has no ties.
And honestly, those lifeguards were our better lifeguards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if we could get them from Dallas or Baltic.
So
how would they apply? Do we have an application or standard application?
There's standard applications.
maybe.
So can
Seth-
we send it out to their school announcements then?
maybe
We could
ask,
go
ask,
to-
I'll spell Baltic too if they.
Yeah, you can do Baltic and Del Rapids.
Yeah.
And Hartford too. I guess we got a lot from Hartford one year.
What about Montrose?
That was too far out. We didn't
Too
hardly get any. Yeah.
Chester.
Chester was another one.
Is
Yeah.
Madison too far?
Yeah, Madison, because they got that big pool there. We hardly got any feedback from them.
Is there any way that you can put like a printable online application and then
Yeah.
let them know that they can either mail it or email it
Like
back to you?
hyperlink it?
Mhm.
Yeah, I can do that. Let's stick something up on there.
And we can advertise that on Facebook and hopefully that gets spread and shared around. So
Or you could create like a woo-foo document or something.
Yep.
So
Have you done
you know how
those
to do
before?
that, Riley? Or can you help?
Yeah.
Set that up?
Yeah, because that would be a straight electronic. And then they'd send you get a notice that there was an entry made, and that would be,
Okay.
I can help you with that too.
Yep.
So you'd have a paper version and then they can complete it online.
Yeah, so I'll get the job descriptions. I think I've got, I'm pretty sure I got some stuff yet.
I just don't
Yeah,
want
I'll
us
look
to-
through our stuff on the Word files and all that and see, because they probably have the letters and probably saved on the computer and everything.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure the letters are probably there
Yeah,
somewhere. That we
so then
sent
we
out the
can-
past.
So we just pull that up and then we can have something also to work with. And
Yep.
See what we want to do with that.
We'll set some time aside some afternoon here real quick and,
Yep, I just don't want it just to be in the 11th hour looking for libraries.
Right, exactly.
So let's start doing it now.
Exactly. Don't mean to take it. Go. I want to jump back to that 309 variance.
Okay.
Who did what now for the who motioned?
I
and-
motioned.
That's the first one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The one
Yep.
for the variance.
Yep.
And I was messing with.
oh,
the-
I second.
I
it.
think
Or
Joe's-
you seconded
Julie
it.
seconded it.
No,
Oh,
Diane did
I
on that
seconded
one.
it. Yep.
Sorry, I was
No,
I was
you're
messing
good.
with the teams meeting, trying to get everybody back in. So.
So I guess we'll get in contact. You two will get in contact with Seth. And,
Yep.
Okay. Perfect, thank you. Moving on, for code enforcement. Seth and I have been talking. Seth kind of brought it up too, with not always having Seth and Pete looking for things that are out of place in the community. It'd be nice, maybe if we could find somebody. It'd be nice to find somebody outside of us to be a code enforcer. And by means of code enforcer, finding like we're talking about abandoned vehicles, you know, unkept yards and stuff like
How about
that.
a retired guy that's looking for something to do?
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
if we
I
can
got
make
just-
an approval and then maybe we can,
Are we
Good.
looking to be a paid position?
I was thinking either we do it either $25 or $50 a month, you know, through the summer. Or I don't think we need to do it through the winter.
No.
I mean,
So it's a seasonal code enforcer?
it's not a building inspector, because that's the next thing that we want to
Right.
work on is getting an actual building inspector. And,
We'd say like, what, a 6 month,
yeah,
6 month, and then we'll evaluate if it was worth it.
Just something.
you guys know, Pete, I mean, how do you feel about that, Pete?
I think it's great. Tough for
Another-
Seth and I to go out and.
Well,
And every time we have contact with someone out there, they think we're trying to find something wrong and,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And so it hurts
that's why I'm just saying,
hard
I
for us
think
to
it'd
get
be,
into their house to change their water meter because they think we're in there trying to, how many dogs they have and,
Or chickens.
but, so I think that's where it'd be nice to be someone outside of council, not an employee.
So will it be,
Hmm.
are we going to advertise this just like we would a job posting?
We can, unless we have somebody that
If
anybody
you
can.
know of someone you want, then I just go directly to them, ask them.
I made one recommendation to one person, to see if they would, and
Bill.
We don't, one issue.
now we have a bunch of them on site.
Do we need to create a job
We probably need-
description about this?
Yeah, we need to make a job
so
description.
we'll
Have to-
You have somebody in mind or no?
I did, they're thinking about it.
Okay.
they're 100% by the book, so there would be no gray or
Mhm.
area. There would be no favoritism to anybody, and that's what I want.
Exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So Seth, do you know if any other municipality does this where we could copy a job description or use it as
I
a
know
template?
code enforcement is a job out there, but I can go talk to the other communities. And
I'm just thinking if
Just
we're
get
gonna
a-
have something that's like a paid role, that we probably should have a job description at least somewhere in our records.
Yeah.
And then they would apply just like the pool manager and lifeguard.
And we can probably
get
open that up in May.
Yeah.
Gotta open up in May.
May through.
You, okay,
Okay, sounds good.
okay, thanks.
Must be Pat, he's
That's
PG,
Patrick, yeah.
he's PJE or PJG.
Patrick Blakewood.
Real PG. Okay, so that's just, we'll work on that and then once we get
I think it's a
everything.
great idea.
So,
So,
and a quick thing, setting up play review, our mid play review in April, the one where we kind of talked about, Seth followed up on some of the things that we'd like them to do. Same with Pete.
I thought we were doing 6 months. Are we not doing 6
Well, that would
months?
be 6 months from our initial.
December?
We did their reviews back in.
We
Was
did
it
the review.
November?
It was in November. We did.
November.
It was November 23rd, I think.
Yeah, I think it was before
That would be May,
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, the 21st.
Of November?
Well, we can push it to May.
I'm just,
It'd just be our mini review. And we ain't gonna do the whole full out review. We just. If you guys wanna do it again or no?
We'll say we do it in May and then we can discuss this position for, kind of put it all together.
the
and do
code
it all.
enforcement and everything to see if we have applicants by then. Do you want us to pick a date? Is that what you were asking for?
Yeah, I think we want to maybe try. It maybe is a little far out, but we should maybe try and pick a date. So then at least we got an idea.
Yeah.
And then we can maybe, if we find out that that's not really working for folks, we can always change it when it comes closer. That's what I was.
Big calendar back.
Yeah, I know. There's a TV block where it used to hang.
Yeah, I know.
I'd say we do it the week beginning 7th.
What's that?
I haven't wrote anything down for the month of May.
Oh, so
Yes,
you're
it'll
wide
be
open.
snow.
I'm still thinking
Well, you
about
got-
what I'm gonna do this.
Because we've got a council meeting with the 8th.
Yep.
So,
So you got Cinco de Mayo the weekend before that, Mother's Day the weekend after that, Memorial Day at the end of the month.
Mhm.
So either do it the week beginning 7th or the week beginning 21st.
I'm open, whatever. So, like I said, it's not gonna be a huge half-hour drawn out play review. It's just saying, hey, we like you followed up with this, So. Okay. You wanna do the first week in May or the second week of May then? That's what you're thinking, Joe?
Yeah. I guess,
Wanna do it like the Wednesday or Thursday?
yeah, whatever works for you guys.
You looking the 10th then?
Sure, we can do the 10th.
10th, what time?
10th is church council.
Okay.
So I would need the 12th, 11th.
11. What time on 11th would work?
I could go right at 5:30. So
I was
we
gonna
can
say,
be
yeah,
outta
can we
here.
do like 5:30 or
Yep.
6?
5:30.
The 11th. Quick reviews.
Would you say 5 o'clock?
5:30?
5:30?
Yeah. 5:30.
It's not good saving something up forehead. The calendar.
Okay. Good with everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, it's like, stuff, if it comes out that we have to change it, we at least we know ahead of time that we've got it planned.
Yeah.
And maybe that folks can plan around it, and
Yep.
try and make it work for them.
Just if we have a date to shoot for.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna combine pretty much K and item D together, transfer funds to Reliant Bank. So the auditor called me back today, this morning. Our audit's finally done. So, Seth and I need to pick a date next week to meet with him. Maybe we'll just do this that Thursday in the morning. Get
Everything done Thursday.
Get her all done. He wants to go over. So if anybody would like to come for that too, go over the review. He's gonna go over the review. You guys are more than welcome to attend.
Do we have any findings or anything like that, or he has not
So
shared that
I
yet?
asked him how was everything. He's like, kind of stumbled on his word. He's like, on the
Yeah,
Huh?
shouldn't that be executive session?
no, because the audit's
Public?
Public
Okay.
knowledge. Anybody can come get look
Okay.
at the audit. So, on the words of like embezzlement or anything like that, or fraud, there's none of that. So there's just a lot of issues with things that were handled that we had to try and straighten out from going forward. So probably gonna make a bunch of recommendations, and so
Well, that's good that we.
But
at
no
least-
repercussions for the past issues,
mm,
just changing it. Going.
well, I don't know. He
Okay.
said he just told me it was a mess. So
Oh, geez.
so I don't know what that all means.
It'll be good to hear, get
Mhm.
the final report.
So no, that audit is any audit that we always have. It
As long
technically
as it's
should sit
complete.
at the counter or anywhere. Anybody wants to come and look at it at any time, they can. Doesn't matter who's in finance officer. So,
Sounds good.
so
And
that
when
being
are you
said,
reviewing that?
huh?
When?
Well, we'll probably do it that Thursday. So,
Oh.
The 12th.
yeah. So I'll get a time with him. He says he's open to anything early in the morning if we want. So if we
I think
want to
we
just have
can-
it at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I think
Come from Peter, that one.
I'm sure he'll come
I
tonight.
don't know. He said he's gonna be around here.
Oh, yes, okay.
So that's why next week anytime next week will work. He's doing some stuff around here. So
We want to do it probably early in the morning, so then we can. We've got the bids at, I think, 10:30 or so.
we want to start at like 7:30 then? 7?
I
I don't know how long it'll take.
And
So
neither do I, so.
I think with 7, would that get more of us here if we did a 7 a.m.?
I can't be here.
That won't be here either. Would work.
that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, whoever can be. Well,
Do you want to do a 7 or 8 then?
Let's go early as you can, because you want to get him out of here before we get all the
Yeah.
contractors coming
yeah.
in.
So let's
So
do
7?
7 Thursday, and we'll, like I said, he'll leave that audit pamphlet here for everybody to read. And then if anybody has, we can go through it anytime. Or, we'll try and, explain what he went through with us.
Yep.
To anybody else. So, but that being said, I said, is there any hiccup with us moving funds? Like, can we get, it's like, no, you guys can go ahead with moving if you guys wanted to, so.
So did we or did we not amend K from, or which one did we amend?
We amended K, we added K,
Okay.
so.
Oh,
We
I
just
see.
had the Rely Bank proposals, so we're
Okay.
gonna talk about it some more. But we didn't have anything about actually moving money over there.
Okay.
I did talk about that, we can make an amend as long as it's not costing any money. So.
Okay.
So, with that being said, is there any concern or discussion about moving the city funds to Reliant Bank? No, we're not gonna do an instant.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be done this month. We'll get everything in completely in line.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to go through all accounts and everything.
Mhm.
And Kyle said if we do approve it, they can bring some people up to help you get everything.
Okay.
So it's a pretty easy move. And all the other companies set up, so.
As far as the deals and stuff you get from the bank you got now to the Rely Bank,
They beat they're better. They matched and they did. Yeah. And we did have it, but it must have been.
It was in the last packet. It was the proposal and everything.
Okay, yeah, we did. So we will be, when I sat and asked with Kyle, we will be getting, well, we matched all the percentages and all
Fine,
that.
as long as we're
Yep.
not losing anything.
No, we're not losing anything. We're actually gaining some other things. I said, POS systems would be nice for down at the pool and concession. He said, yep, they got that, so we can go work on getting us those. I said, like to have an online bill pay for water. They all help us set up and get that link set up.
Did we
There.
talk to IT? Is that something we can ask
I
about?
I've called the website people twice now and they still haven't called me back. I just called them Thursday again and just nobody's answering it. Who does our website?
I don't think they'll have an issue with the website because they'll probably take you out of our website to do it.
Right, as long as he can attach the hyperlink
Yes.
or whatever type of link it ends up being.
Yeah, and Kyle said they'll get their IT guy and all that stuff.
Oh, no, that's fine. I trust you.
Having it so then you can look at it.
That was the biggest thing. Anybody have any concerns? I know Courthouse has been a great big.
But if we can get a financially reasonable deal, much like we have with Court Trust, and we can support our local entity,
Yeah.
I think it's appropriate.
It's a no-brainer.
Yep. So,
Need a motion for that or what?
yep.
I guess I'll make the motion to transfer it then.
Okay, motion.
I'll second.
Joel, second from Chaz. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those same thing. Okay. We'll just get you in contact with Kyle and
We'll get
all that
everything
stuff
figured
done.
out.
And I'll talk to Chris from Court Trust. It's gonna suck, but.
I know.
It's business.
Didn't you kind of warn him already that we? were
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
gonna do
we've
this?
kind of had to.
What is that? Is that the only thing left is the annual conference?
Yep, I believe so. 'cause we've
This is
done-
that one that,
Yep, okay, so this, we wanted to talk about, this is that annual that South Dakota Municipal League annual conference I went to, last October.
Is that in Aberdeen or Watertown?
That was in Watertown. This one's in Rapid City. This next one, but it's got a bunch of workshops for elected officials, public works and parks and recreation. It's got like it had stuff for everybody. And I'm thinking
I would like to take Seth and Pete out there for sure. If you want to go, Pete, would you like to go? I mean, you can tell me no. I mean, there might be something that we can learn from it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we have to stay for the whole duration.
No, you don't have to, because Tuesday it's at least in the October one or this last year, or it was that was they just did golfing that day,
Uh-huh.
and and then Friday is their business meeting, so it's really just
Thursday.
Wednesday and Thursday
And Thursday.
are the two main ones, but they do cover some stuff on Friday, but it's mostly just their business meeting.
So if we had it out for like Wednesday, or what time does it start usually on Wednesday?
Wednesday it's 8 o'clock when it starts,
So
so we
then
want
I
to
would leave
leave
Tuesday.
Thursday or
Or
Tuesday, sorry.
Tuesday evening.
Yep.
Better get up way early.
Does anybody in council want to go? I mean, we can,
Council members were there because I think Sioux Falls brought their entire council there. Because Sioux Falls had like a table and a half just to themselves. So
I think it's a good networking spot. So.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to, you guys don't have to make a decision now. Maybe if you can, maybe by next council meeting, say, yeah, I'd like to go, and we can get rooms and all that stuff.
Yep, because we want to get it because it'll be in the Rapid City, Ramcota. We want rooms there, so then we don't have to drive around Rapid City.
You don't want to stay at the water park?
And no, I'd rather not. But It just,
I mean, if you don't wanna go, you don't have to.
I'm good.
He's already got his bathing suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bathing suit and cowboy boots. Jamie to get the stuff.
He's already gonna be there fighting fires.
yeah.
Guys, I gotta leave for a hot minute. I got some meetings to do it after that.
No, I think we can make a fun trip out of it.
I learned a lot when I was down there. I met a lot of folks down there. It was-
Which is great for you too, as a
You'll-
resources.
You'll,
Yeah.
because I've become pretty friendly with the mayor of Dells because of it. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I get along with him good. So.
Yeah, it's good learning tool for all of us. So if you guys can make it, that'd be awesome. Not gonna force anybody's hand on that, obviously, but
If they could just shift it by a month.
Rapid City in
One way or the
October.
other.
I was gonna say, I could bring a side by side.
Either
Yeah,
September or
maybe.
November.
You get
it'd
John
be really
Dave
nice
go
out
too.
there in October.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be
yeah, it
beautiful out
is.
there in
Yeah, I'd
October.
rather go out there then, because I can't stand the dust. Like in June, July, August.
Just go for the beginning part of the week and
That's right.
trail around and then
Yeah.
do business in the end.
That's right.
Maybe we'll just bring ours out there then too.
Yeah.
I'll bring mine.
Yeah, we've got one chance going.
There we go.
All of a sudden forget about, got a conference.
Oh, yeah.
No problem, guys. I'll take care of the office. when You guys are all on trail ride.
So I think probably by next council meeting, on our special meeting, you can give maybe a somewhat of a yes or no.
Yep.
Or a soft yes.
So I want to get the rooms reserved early
Yeah.
because from what I've heard, they go fast.
Yeah.
They're you'll just
So
sooner the better, you know.
you all carpool out there.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah,
too.
we could do.
Hard carpool and a pickup.
You got the expedition there. You can get
Side by side behind.
Pulling trailer.
No, just some of us are sitting in the in the back end.
I'm just on a side note here. I don't know who's up for election this year, but they have to have
It's-
petitions out by the end of February. I think you're up this year for one. I think I was last year.
Let me check the
In our
website.
ward.
The terms are on the website. Let me check.
Yeah, so we gotta get petitions out in by,
Council, it is, yep, Chaz, you're up, and then
Yeah.
Julie, and then Colby.
okay, so they'll have to get petitions in by the end of February. I think it's like the 22nd of
So
February. or
what do I have to do?
You get 5 signatures of people, registered voters in your district.
Well, is it 5 for her?
I'm
It
not
can
sure.
fluctuate because I think like my
Depending on
first year
how
was
many-
5 and then my second time was 7.
I think I always got, just to be safe, I always
Yeah.
took 10. But, yeah.
You and I talking that with the ward map,
Yes,
we can. pass that
I've
copy.
got, yeah, I went and made one. It's like,
We could probably pass. Well, no, was it the deal that we could probably pass the deal when we remove the wards?
And do like,
Is the city just
Who was I having that conversation with?
I don't know.
Oh, I think that was with Jesse maybe.
Yeah, I think I was here for it that day when we were talking about it.
We can
and
remove
then
our
you'd be
wards.
at large then, or what, is that what they call it?
Aldermen's would be at large, so we wouldn't be limited to like, Ward 2, which is you guys, we pretty much only two that I think that would shows interest in running, you know what I mean? So if we start running out of people that don't want to run anymore, we can make it at large. So we can have a full council.
Yeah, we'll just have to get an ad in the paper too, and let them know that these wards are up for.
I was gonna say, do we run it on paper or do we do on Facebook?
I think you have to put it in a published paper.
you probably have to put it in a legal paper.
Can we still run something on Facebook even though?
Oh, yeah, you probably
yeah.
could.
I was gonna say that you can pick up your petitions if you run for,
Ward.
what ward is it? So it's Ward 2.
It's,
We're Ward 2? What are we, Ward
No,
1?
You're
We're
Ward
Ward
one.
1.
It's Ward 1, Ward 2, and Ward 3. It's
So there's one in each ward
one in
this
each
time.
one. Yep, because there's Colby, Julie, and then Chaz.
Right, so you'll have to do it again. Oh yeah, because you gotta appoint it. Yep.
Yep.
So this will be her official run.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Any more further discussion on anything?
Yeah, before we close, is there anything on that sign down there at the hall? The digital one?
Two.
I was just curious if we put on there like, please check your sewer vents and
Oh, none on the
And
sign. No.
furnace vents or something.
There's something on, there was something put on Facebook.
I mean, just in case you don't have people on Facebook or
Yeah,
whatever else.
I,
just
I can stick, yeah, I can stick it up there.
Just please check your furnace vents and your sewer
You
vents.
wanna, like, I put that one on Facebook. If he wants to send something out, maybe just send text alert.
Yeah, or something just to alert people.
I can still put it out,
Yeah.
so it rotates on the sign
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Throw it up on the sign for a couple weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
For the hydrants, maybe, you know. check
Yeah,
your
then they
hydrants.
get a jump if we get more snow in another
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
That way they're covered.
I can't even walk around my house to check my vents.
It's awful.
They're on the east side. Like, well, the
No-
toilets
no
aren't gurgling, so it
leaks
must be
on
good.
place.
Yeah.
Do we want to put something on the sign for the election coming up?
Don't know if we will have enough room for all the putting it, like, maybe we could maybe fit it.
Somehow do a shortened version of it.
Well,
Well, you can after, because the election's when.
Well, they would have to get their petition.
gotta get
That's
the
why
petition,
this
yeah.
is like, they need to get their petition this month in order to allow them time to collect signatures.
If they're interested, they'll know.
Well, I'm just,
Check City Hall for.
Yeah,
for
maybe
vacancies.
elections for Ward
Vacancies.
1,
Yeah.
2, and 3.
I'm just trying to figure out like how it would
Word
fit in,
space,
you
yeah.
know, because we're.
Well, I put it out there. You have to come up with the
Yeah,
word.
I know. That's what I'm doing in my head.
Yeah.
Counting letters right now.
I
Yeah.
just the reason why I'm mentioning this in as multiple places, and just so you guys, I mean, you guys newer to council too with it, is that one of the biggest things that there was a lot of heavy scrutiny was around was people said the reason why they did not come forward or step forward for council is because they did not know when elections were or what the appropriate measures were in order to run. So as the fact that we really turned a leaf to be more transparent, I want that part of it to be as well. Cause I mean, Trevor, I can't know how many times we've both heard that.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was an election. I didn't even know who was up. So just get ahead of that. So, and then if it's missed, I mean, it was present in multiple places.
Well, just put Ward 1, Ward 2, Ward 3.
Contact City Hall, vacancies.
Vacancy.
Yeah. Well, not vacancies, because they're not vacancies.
Up
For
for
election.
up for election.
Yeah.
For election. For
Will you update the website then too? The city website or something?
Yeah, I'll put something on the front page.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
I still think the website looks great.
I've had, there's, I think I told you the last time, there's nothing we can do about that picture unless we pay for it.
Yeah.
The website with, which I talked to them and they weren't happy with me when I asked that. So it was like, so.
Are you talking about getting a different picture on
Yeah,
there?
well,
Something
getting
that's
a,
more relevant.
yeah, more relevant because we'd have to pay for it. We have to get a custom one and it was,
Yeah.
and then
How
I
much is the
asked if,
custom website.
I can't remember, this was a while ago, so I can't remember, but, and then I asked if they could just asked them if we could have it where we move everything up, like, so we kind of crop down the picture. They didn't like me asking that either. They weren't happy. They're like,
somebody.
it's like, that's your,
So the option to purchase the rights to have our own picture is there. We would
Yep.
just have to decide if it's worth our money.
yeah. And if I remember right, it was steep.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was,
So what's it cost to go to a Gov page? To do a Gov page, since we're on technically on a commercial page.
we're on the .gov.
We are on a .gov? I thought it was.
Yeah.
.gov office 3.com.
Yeah, it was Gov office.
Oh, okay, I just seen the comment at the end, so
Yep. No, it's
it is a Gov.
yep. A bunch of other cities use this
Okay.
and stuff too, so it's. But I'll call them again because Well, I gotta call them to try and get that so we can do billing, like, being pay online. So
Well, that could work if it ends up just being where you like pay your water bill here, click, and then it takes them kind of like,
It's no different than when you, sometimes like I have had auto payments and they.
right.
you're
Yeah, that's what
leaving.
I'm saying. Like, there's just like,
You're
you
leaving
either
the
have to
site.
put like a bit.ly or a hyperlink or something there.
Well, I
So,
thought their IT guys were gonna come and help with that.
actually,
No, they.
Reliable.
Oh, Reliable wants that
Yeah,
help.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the biggest thing is hopefully that all communicates.
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
With you or send you some sort of another, like a
Mhm.
list of
Yep.
checklist, so.
Yeah, I told him we use Banyan, but I don't know if it. But he said in a couple other cities they do business with you, but use Banyan, so.
well, that's
just,
good.
Yep. That's what Kyle told me.
Do we need a motion to
Yep.
adjourn?
Yep.
I'll make that motion.
Motion from Diane. A second.
One second.
Second from Chaz. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
At the same time. Meeting's adjourned.
Thanks for the popcorn, Seth.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you guys.
It's really good.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep, no problem. When the live stream too, so jump
Thanks for the banana bread, Doris.
Yeah, I was gonna
She said next council meeting, she'd have some here for
Not
us.
at all.
If Scott didn't.
Yeah,